This is lesson 10-9, frequency distributions, the parent help video for grade 3 everyday math. We have a couple vocabulary words in this unit. First of all, the first one is frequency table, and that's a table that organizes a set of data. So I have a table started here of shoe sizes. Okay, so let's say we had a class of kids, and within this class of kids, the shoe sizes that the kids wore would be size 3, size 4, size 5, size 6, or size 7. And I would say, okay, raise your hands, how many kids have size 3? I'd look up, and let's say there's 6 kids that have size 3 shoes. And so I count them as I'm looking up, and then so that's the number 6 there. Alright, and then I say, how many of you have size 4? Okay, and then maybe 4 kids have size 4. Alright, so that's 4. How many of you have size 5? Okay, let's say 7 kids have size 5. Okay, so, and then how many of you have 6? So okay, let's say size 6, maybe there's 5 kids. 4, 5. Okay, and then how many of you have size 7? Oh, 2. Okay, so 2 of you have size 7. So what I've done is I did a little survey and I collected some data. Okay, and that's how we would get a frequency table. That's what a frequency table would be useful for. Now, it might not be shoe size, it might be how many of you have granola bars for snack, how many of you have cereal for snack, how many of you have fruit for snack. Whatever it is that you are checking, and then the number of people that have that kind of thing. This is in tallies as we're counting, and then this is the actual number of kids. So it's very easy to get these confused if you don't know what each thing in the frequency table stands for. You really have to pay attention to the labels. In this case, we're talking about a shoe size. But it would be easy to get this confused with the number of kids or anything. So just make sure you read that table here, and that's how that works. So then the next vocabulary word is mode. And the mode is the number that occurs the most. Okay? So in this table, actually, there is no mode. All the numbers are the same. But let's just say we had an extra 7 in there. So maybe, you know, instead of shoe size for 3, maybe I miscounted. Okay, maybe it wasn't 6, maybe it was 7. Okay, so that would mean that the mode would be 7 in this case. Alright, the mode would be 7. Okay, and we could also use this frequency table to find other kinds of data. So, not just the mode, but the median, for example. The median, which we've been talking about some. And the median is the middle number. Okay, just to remind, here it's the middle number. And it's the middle number after we organize all the numbers from smallest to largest. So if we use this data, we would have 2. So we use that. 4, 5, and then I'll use the 2 7s, 7 and 7. So I have 5 numbers. It's going to be, until I get to the middle number, the median is going to be 5 in this set of data. Okay? And also the mean, which is the average, which we've also talked about, should be able to add these numbers up and then divide by 5 to get the mean, or the average. Okay? We want kids to be able to put the numbers in order from smallest to largest, those whole numbers. We want them to be able to collect and organize this data into a frequency table, and of course be able to find the median and the mode, which we just talked about. As far as how you can help with this at home, have them collect stuff and put it into a frequency table. The home link that's coming home talks about the number of outlets in your rooms, in each room. Doesn't have to be the number of outlets. Okay, they could collect anything in each room. Alright, it could be, or it could be, you know, how many shoes are in each room at any given time, or how many windows, or whatever, but just something to help them make a frequency table. It could be how much change is in each person's pocket, okay, how many coins, just anything to give them practice collecting data, counting, and I would suggest if you want to do that, you just use a blank table. So you could set it up this way, and at the top here is where you'd put the thing, right? Whatever the thing was you're counting, the thing that you're counting, and over here is the frequency, okay? And then this is where this side doesn't change for the label. This is still tallies, You can tally it up as they count the coins or whatever, and then that's the actual number of them. And then you could just make, let's say you were going to do 5 columns, maybe. 5 numbers. Okay, you just take 5 measurements, 5 things. In the case of the outlets, you might do the kitchen, the bathroom, the living room, the bedroom, the hallway, or something like that. But or the any of those rooms, and maybe you want to do the outlets. Maybe you want to do the number of shoes in each room. If people are leaving their shoes around the house, or maybe the number of pillows in each room. Anything you could think of. Okay, because that's going to give some great experience, just collecting data and working with these numbers and finding the mode of that data and also the median. So this is lesson 10.9, frequency distributions, the parent help video for grade 3 everyday math.